Hey guys, how's it going? Just wrapping up a weekend of doing some property inspections down here, checking out the irrigation system and meeting the new general manager of the property that I'm working at. But I'm just going to be taking a walk here on the beach and enjoying the rest of this evening. And I'm going to run down to Tortuga Jack's and grab a quick bite to eat. And before I did that, I thought I would just do a quick video. A lot of my videos have been super complicated and had 20, 30, 40, 50, who knows, different clips, and I have to parse through all the footage to put a video together that was maybe just a little bit complicated. And the only problem with that is that I have to make a living too, so no one's going to pay me for these videos. I just actually enjoy doing them. It's just a matter of finding the time to actually put them together. So I thought I would just do a simple video. And so what I wanted to talk about today is something that proves true almost every single time, which is putting your ideas down on paper before you execute. Now, if you need to plant like a row of green giant arborvitaes or maybe a row of Emily Bruners to hide your neighbor's property, that's pretty simple. You may not need a sketch for that, but sketching it out does help. And what that can do is it can help you, get your quantities or whatever. But so I'm going to give you an example, which is a project that I'm very familiar with. I've been working on for the past year, and we're about to wrap things up. And so what we got is we got this bearing straight area, is what I call it, which is our circulation route, or it's been our construction access for the rear of the property now for about a year. And the clients have been pretty patient and pretty accepting that basically all we've had is a pressure treated plywood walkway. So it's time to take that away and it's time to wrap it up. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be finishing off this vegetable garden. So what we've got is we've got two different areas. We've got the back. It's a very formal landscape, and we also have the parking area, which is somewhat formal as well. And so we're going to be having to line up all of these lines of force, say the cobblestone edging in the back that we installed and then we just stopped until we finished the project. We've got the corners of the building, we've got the driveway, we've got our arborvitae hedge. We've got a lot of things going on, and we have to sort of seam it all together. So I can't tell you how many conversations that we've had regarding this vegetable garden and how many times that I've thought about it. I probably walked through there at least 1,000 times back and forth, and I probably thought about what I was going to do there about 3,000 times. But I was able to finally figure it out, or do what I call cracking the code, when actually just put it on paper. Now, for this situation, there is no as-built drawing of the site as it sits now, so it wasn't like I was handed a plan or a survey that was exact. When you're talking about these spaces that are very intricate, detailed measurements are very important, and I'm saying like being off by a foot can really cause some problems. So what we did is I took my drone and I just pointed the camera straight down. I flew up about 60 feet and I was able to get a pretty nice perspective view. And so that's really all I needed. And I saw that there was an 8-foot ladder laying down there, so I used that as my scale and I measured it to confirm the size of the ladder, and therefore I was able to scale it to about 1 to 6 feet. And I was able to create what I call a plan perspective. And it was a pretty unique drawing because it, usually you're doing a plan view, which is basically like a road map, which it assumes that you're looking straight down no matter where you're at on the plan. And this one gave some really neat perspective. So what I did is I just printed it out and I broke out the vellum and I figured it out. And it took maybe about an hour or two to figure out that we can have of boxes, and they're 3 feet by, in some cases, 8, 12 feet. One's maybe 5 by 8. And I was able to maximize the space, and I was able to figure out that we could have circulation routes all the way around the vegetable garden. We were able to do a window boxes, and that's going to maximize the space, and I was able to show them the vision that I would have for the fig tree that we transplanted. I'd like to espalier that, and that's going to take a while to do. It could take 5 to 8 years to do that. And so in order to do something like that, you got to start today. And if you want someone to get excited about it, you show them a picture like that. So that's what we did. I was also able to figure out that it doesn't really make sense to have the fence closer to the driveway, which is where we thought we were going to put it, because it actually minimized the amount of space that we were going to have to the space that was available to have so that we can circulate around the vegetable boxes. And also we decided to shy away from wood and just make it out of brick and do it about 19 inches, which is seat height, and then just put a rollout brick cap on it to match the existing work. I cracked the code in probably about an hour and a half, and I spent maybe another 2.5, 3 hours just cleaning the drawing up, coloring it, just having it come together. And then when I showed it to the client, they were able to tell that I had figured it out. They said, let's go ahead and get started. So I'm just going to work on a little bit of pricing, and we're going to get started. So basically, to sum it all up, I thought about it, and this pretty much holds true every single time that I'm working on something or I'm wondering what we should do in a certain space. And there's a saying out there that says, I don't know who said it, if you don't get away from the basics, you don't have to worry about getting back to them. So that it always holds true. Back to the drawing board is just a good thing. Sitting down and just sketching it out, I sometimes think of my studio as the delivery room, and you know, the idea, you're sort of pregnant with possibilities, and it sometimes it just hurts so much that you know it's time. And I've never given birth, and I don't think I ever will, but when it's time, it's time. That's pretty much all I have to say. Just before you get started, you can do a napkin, a piece of notebook paper. I like graph paper, works pretty well for me. I always have graph paper on hand. It's just one of those staples. Keep a box of pencils and my favorite color pencils on hand at all times, and a scale ruler. But anyways, that's pretty much it. And the sun's going down. They're starting to go down, and I think I'm getting closer to Tortugas. I think I see it up there. And thanks for watching. If you like what you see, please subscribe. Give me a like if you liked it, and if you didn't like it, maybe leave me a comment and tell me what you'd like me to talk about next time. So at any rate, thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.